So like I said, this is very similar to simplifying, except for now we're multiplying. Okay? When we multiply fractions together, how do we do that? Multiplying fractions. How do we multiply fractions? Not cross multiply. If I gave you...
Multiply the bottom and the top.
Yeah, you just multiply the top together and you multiply the bottom together. So when we have two fractions that are being multiplied together, you can simplify numerator and denominator, the way how we were doing. You can simplify from any numerator to any denominator. So if we have 4x cubed over 3x times 14 over x, what do you see that we could simplify here? What's in common between the numerators and the denominators? X, okay, so in the numerator we have x cubed, and the denominators, how many x's do we have? 2 of them. So if I cancel these 2 x's, I can cancel it with 2 of them here, and how many do I have left with? I've got 1 x left there. How about 4, 14, and 3? 3, is that a factor of 4 or 14? No. So that's everything we can simplify. So now we just multiply straight across. So we have 4 times 14. $56. X. And then all over 3. We're not multiplying 3 by anything, so it's just all over 3. And there's our simplified answer. Okay, let's look at the next one. The next one we might have to start doing a little bit of factoring because we see some minuses and some pluses in there. Or I suppose just minuses for this one. So negative 3y over 6 times y minus 1, and then times 2y minus 2 all over y squared. So first off, is there any part of this that we can factor? So is there any part of this that maybe has a GCF because we don't see anything? 2y minus 2. So we could certainly factor the 2y minus 2. How would the 2y minus 2 factor? How does 2y minus? What can I take out? The 2, and I'm left with a y minus 1. Okay, so now when I look at my numerators and denominators, do any of the parts in my numerator match my denominators? Okay, so what can I all cancel? Okay, so I can definitely cancel the y minus 1s. Can I cancel anything else?
The y.
The y's. Here I have a y, here I have a y squared, so I can certainly cancel one of them, which means how many y's do I have left here? Just 1. So I'm just going to get rid of that exponent. Okay, how about the numbers? This is 6. Yeah, either one, right? Okay, so 6 and 3. What would 6 and 3 simplify down to? Yep, to a 2, and then this would be a negative 1. What then would 2 and 2 simplify down to? Yeah, just 1, so those then cancel. So now we have to take a look. What do I all have left in the numerator? I have a negative 1 left in the numerator, and in the denominator I have a y. So this simplifies down to negative 1 over y. When you're solving these problems, I would strongly suggest not stopping halfway through a problem, because otherwise you're going to look at it, you're going to see some things crossed off, and you're not going to know where you were. So if you start it, make sure you go straight through the end to finish it. All right, let's look at this one, number 3. A minus 1 over a plus 2 times a plus 1 over a minus 1. Does everything already look like it's factored? Yeah, okay, so now we want to look, can we cancel anything from the numerators to the denominators? The a minus 1s are the same, so we can cancel the a minus 1s with one another. And then what are we left with?
So is it 1/2?
A plus 1 over a plus 2. No, this is not 1/2. We can't.
Cancel the a's.
No, we can only cancel things that are attached with multiplication. A plus 1 and a plus 2 are both attached with addition. Is that one okay? Yeah. All right, so number 4, I've got t plus 3 all over t squared minus 2 times t plus 3 all over t squared minus 9. So taking a look at those, any of those factorable? Can we factor any of those?
The perfect square.
Perfect square. Okay, so t squared minus 9 we can factor. How can we factor t squared minus 9? Yep, t plus 3, t minus 3. Okay, so when we factor that down to t plus 3, t minus 3, now do we see anything that is in common that we could cancel from the numerators and denominators? Yeah, the t plus 3s, doesn't matter which one of them I cancel it with. No. I can only cancel it with one of them, though. Does not matter which one you choose, but you can only cancel it with one of them because we only have one t plus 3 in the denominator. Okay, so now looking in the numerator, what do we have left? A t plus 3. In the denominator, we have a t squared minus 2 times a t minus 3. So we have to multiply these together. Okay, so when we take our t squared times our t, what do we have? T cubed. When we take our t squared times our minus 3, what do we have? T squared times our minus 3. Yep. Now let's take our negative 2 times our t.
Oh, negative 2 times.
Minus 2t. And then negative 2 times our negative 3 would be our plus 6. So there we foiled or we thought about distributing. Is that one okay? Okay, number 5, we've got 4c all over 2c minus 1 times 8c minus 4. Do we see anything that we could factor in here? 8c minus 4. Good. 8c minus 4. How can we factor that?
4.
We can, take out a 4. There's a GCF of a 4 here. What else should we probably do with this 8c minus 4?
Put it over 1.
Put it over 1 because we are dealing with rational expressions here, so we can see what cancels in the numerator and the denominator. So let's see, we'll have 4c over 2c minus 1 times. You said we can take out a 4. So if we take a 4 out, what are we left with? We take a 4 out of our 8c minus 4.
2c minus 1.
Yep, 2c minus 1. And then all over 1, because there's nothing there to start off with. So now looking at the numerators and the denominators, anything that we can cancel or simplify? 2c minus 1s we can. So when we have, in the numerator, we have a 4c times a 4. So what would that give us? 16c. The denominator, we just have a 1. Are we going to write it over 1, though? No. We would just leave it as 16c. Is that okay? All right, number 6, we have 3 over x squared minus 1 times x plus 1 over 3. Okay, so we definitely see that we can cancel the 3's.
Can't we factor out x squared minus 1?
Good, we can factor x squared minus 1. What does x squared minus 1 factor to?
X
Okay, so I'm going to replace that with an x plus 1 times an x minus 1. So now does anything else cancel? X squared plus 1's now cancel. Okay, so in the numerator, what do I have left? Yep, just 1 because we canceled everything, so that means we have a 1 left in the numerator. In the denominator, what do we have left? An x minus 1. This okay? It's really the same type of stuff we were doing.
Did you skip the 1 because you canceled?
Yeah, anytime we cancel something, we really have a 1 left. But instead of writing the 1 every time, we're just going to cancel it knowing that there's a 1 there. It's kind of like when you take 2 divided by 2, it's really 1. All right, so let's get into some where we have to do just a little bit more factoring. Yeah. So number 7, we've got m squared plus 10m minus 11 all over m squared minus 1 times m plus 1 over m plus 11. Okay, so as of right now, there's nothing we can simplify. There's nothing that can cancel right now. But what can